This example, we are learning how to graph a function and its inverse, and also how to find the inverse function. Okay, I hope you remember the steps from the readings in order to write the inverse function. So first I'll do that. So the function given to me is g of x is equal to square root of x plus 3. So the first thing I'm going to do is write this as y equals square root of x plus 3. Then I'm going to interchange x and y. So wherever I have y, I'm going to put x. And wherever I'm having x, I'm going to use y. Square root of y plus 3. Now I need to solve for this implicit variable y. And if you remember, when you have a radical equation to solve, the first thing I should do is square both sides. So if I square my left hand side, I'll get an x squared. The right hand side, the radical disappears and it becomes y plus 3. Again, I'm solving for y. So I would bring the 3 over. So y would be equal to x squared minus 3. And this is my inverse function, f inverse of x equals x squared minus 3. Now remember, looks like this is a quadratic equation, right? Shifted down 3 units. So I have to be careful that the domain should be restricted. So I can talk about only x greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so this is the inverse function for this function square root of x plus 3. But x has to be greater than 0. So they already told me here x is greater than or equal to 0. Even if they didn't, I should know this. So g of x equals x squared minus 3. Sorry, the problem is using letter g, so I will call this g inverse of x instead of f inverse of x. Okay. Now the next step is to see the graph of this function. So first I need to look at the graph of my g of x equals square root of x plus 3. This is a radical function shifted to the left 3 units. There's a horizontal shift. So from that I can say either it has to be the first or the last graph, but then the inverse function is a parabolic function, and both the graphs should be symmetric with respect to the identity line, right? So by looking at this picture, it clearly shows me that this will be the answer. The red graph is the graph of the function given to me. So this was my square root of x plus 3, which was given to me, the function g of x. And the blue graph is my x squared minus 3 graph. Both for the first graph, this graph, the restriction is x is greater than or equal to 0. This one we automatically know because this x plus 3 tells me that this is a horizontal shift to the left 3 units, right, of the radical function.